Just leaving that sale right there. I don't know, didn't look too promising. Walked up and had a bag of Nintendo 64 games. Nothing terribly crazy, but I hadn't seen some of them before. So we had Shadow of the Empire, Twisted Edge, Star Wars Episode 1, WCW NWO Revenge, WWF No Mercy, Jerry McGrath Supercross, and this was the one I hadn't seen before, Body Harvest. So I picked him up. He wanted 20, I said 15. I don't have any of them. They'll all add to the collection, so I guess that's fair, especially on a slow day. So we're going to keep heading out. It's about 8:30. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm kind of working my way back to the house, and we'll see what we find. So just leaving a sale over there. You can see it. Came across this fat PlayStation, Tiger Woods games, which I pretty much always used to play. So kind of like those. Little dirty, fat model. It came with 2 controllers that are pretty good shape. Probably just need cleaned up. He wanted 20. I really don't have any desire for it, so I figure I offered 10. He said sure. I can get $10 out of it. Probably more. The controllers are probably worth that to me because I have a bunch of slim models without controllers, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Just haven't really found a whole lot, but definitely have found some stuff here lately. There's going to be 3 parts to this because I literally found that much stuff. So let's start over here. So Nintendo 64 with these 4 games and the 2 controllers. The Nintendo 64 is beat. I didn't quite realize it when I said I would purchase it. Someone attempted to open the reset button with a screwdriver, broke off that part there, opened it up. It did have the expansion pack, plus with the Mario Party and the Star Fox 64 games I did not have. It was listed at $75. I offered $50. He said $55. When I got there and saw it was broke, I offered $50. You know, it was fine. Next we have this group of Nintendo 64 games. Came across the sale. The son apparently had kept all of the ones that he liked. I paid $15 for all of these. I didn't know about the Body Harvest one. I hadn't seen it before, thought it might be rare. I don't have any of them, so $15 was a pretty fair price. Next is PlayStation 2. It was a fat PlayStation 2. It came with the 2 Tiger Woods games. It's pretty much what I grew up on. Had a aftermarket memory card in the 2 games. I paid $10 for it. The controllers were worth that to me. Next we had these 2 Xbox games, Call of Duty 2 and Ninja Gaiden. I thought perhaps Ninja Gaiden was worth something. I paid $1 each for both of them, so I was okay with that. Next we have this green DS Lite in box. It does not work. It was free. Comes with the charger, all the booklets. The box is okay shape. Does have the rip there in the back. There's something rattling in it. I'm going to take it apart, see if I can fix it. I do have a pink DS that I could always switch the board out if need be. So we'll see what we find. And then I did pay $10 for these games. I'm probably just going to trade them right into GameStop and get the bonus credit that they have for Pro Weekend. Next, I had a wheel and a couple cables that I needed. I paid $2 for all those, so I was fine with that. Then we came across these Nintendo games here. Wheel of Fortune, Anticipation, Blades of Steel, Tetris, Family Feud, Super Mario Duck Hunt, Operation Wolf, and Star Voyager. I paid $15 for those. I did not have, the only 2 I had were the 4, I guess. I had those 4. I can bundle them up, clean them up, and it'll work out pretty well. Next, we have these PlayStation games and this Wii game. I actually got these 3 PlayStation games here for $5. I actually came across a woman at the flea market today who had bought the games I left behind. She paid 50 cents a piece. So, she got me there, but that's okay. I'm not really interested. I just kind of picked through the ones that were worth a little bit. Or I could flip. Star Wars, Wii. I have a bunch of Wiis I need to sell. I paid $1 for that. There's a lot of shitty Wii games here. If you do not know, pick this up. It trades for like $16. He wanted $5 a piece, $3 a piece, or all of them for $10. So it was kind of a no-brainer there. I picked them up. The Wii Sports will be a good bundler. All the Just Dance games will be a good bundler, and I'll probably trade this in. Last, we do have the Easy Pro. Reen Bean kind of talked me into it. I have not used it. It still has all the plastic on it. I'm accumulating games to go ahead and get together to clean, because apparently you're supposed to do a bunch at one time. But this is the first haul from the past couple weeks. There's going to be 3 more parts, so stay tuned here. 2 more parts, actually. Alright guys, here is part 2. This was all free. I paid nothing for it. I came across the sale right around the corner from my house. I said, hey, maybe I'll run back. I saw a younger couple. Maybe I'll run back and see if they have anything. Walked in, and the guy goes, oh yeah, you can just take it. I was like, oh, and I didn't really hear it. And he said, I said, how much you want for it? He goes, oh no, he goes, you can take it. The less we have to take out of here, the easier it is for us to clear out our garage. I know nothing about this. I know that's Spyro and Spyro, and then there's a evil Spyro. No, I don't know anything about Skylanders. I don't even know what they do. But for free, I will take anything. So I think they're all about $2 to $3 a piece. I'm gonna kind of go through them. It did have these games here as well. I don't even think the Skylanders games really trade in for much. But I'll probably keep everything together because it appears that's likely what they were for. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. Nothing super crazy, but you definitely want to stay tuned for part 3 here. It will definitely be worth it, I promise you. Alright guys, so this is the final part, and definitely my biggest score up until this point. So, out garage sailing later in the day, drove into this neighborhood that I used to live in just to show my friend that we lived there. Came across 2 yard sales in there. One was a reseller with, you know, paper towels and toilet paper and all that shit. The other one was a yard sale I'd stopped at before. Didn't have any video games, but when I drove by they had running boards that looked like they were going to fit my truck. So I stopped, went to see what the running boards were for, just asked if they had any video games just in case, and this little 8-year-old boy said, hey, I have a whole box of video games. And I said, oh, what do you have? And he goes, PS3. I said, well, I'm interested in older stuff. I said, like Nintendo. He goes, oh, I have a whole box of Nintendo. So I said, okay. So he goes, let me grab it. So he goes over and he grabs it. And he comes out with this box that he can barely even hold. And I thought it was going to be full of Wii. Walks over, sets it on the ground. You'll probably see the clip before. And this is what was in it. We started talking. I kind of just thought maybe he brought it out to show me and didn't want to sell it, so I made him an offer. That offer was $40. He wasn't very good at negotiating for sure, because his friend was like, well, were you thinking more or less? Probably less. At that point, I said 50. I didn't even look through it. I just knew that it was a box of games and I wanted it. and this is what we ended up with. So, Top Gear, The Lion King, WrestleMania the arcade game, Scooby-Doo Mystery. This one is, let's see, Inganation, I think, which is a pretty rare and semi-valuable game. Super Tennis, Super Mario World, Super Mario All-Stars, Mortal Kombat 2, Madden 95, Deluxe Jeopardy, Sim City, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 1, Aladdin, Tiny Toons, Buster Bust Loose, Royal Rumble, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultimate Mortal Kombat, and then these popped up. Chrono Trigger. I know, the label is pretty destroyed, but you know what? So be it. How about Artie Lightfoot? Not that bad of a label, to be honest. Super Metroid, Earthworm Jim, and then a Super Game Boy. Then we came over to the Nintendo 64. Perfect Dark, Castlevania, which I don't even know how a label gets like that, and to be honest, it might be able to be cleaned up. Star Fox 64, Quest 64, BioFreaks, Robotron 64, Vigilante, Namco Museum 64, Super Mario, which is destroyed, NBA Jam 2000, Banjo-Kazooie, also kind of messed up, Hey You Pikachu, Rat Attack, Mario Party 2 with a nice split down the label, Tetrasphere, Pokemon Stadium, Donkey Kong Country 64, South Park, Spider-Man. It came with this Game Boy SP with Super Mario 3, which all in all is pretty good shape. It's an 001. Strawberry Shortcake, Super Mario 3. I have no idea what this is. Pokemon, Pikachu something, I don't know. And then it came with this 64, which didn't have any controllers. The kid also had a Nintendo, said his dad wanted that. His dad probably murdered him, to be quite honest. I added up just the Super Nintendo games and got to about $550. Now granted, some of them don't have the best labels, but I paid $40 for everything, so it's $40. There was this stack of DS games. I didn't even check them. Of course, none of them were in there because I think they're relatively decent games, but definitely the best score that I have had to date. I definitely can't complain. Chrono Trigger, Artie Lightfoot, Super Metroid, in the Imagination, whatever what it is. Yeah, so definitely be able to make my money back, and pretty much adding almost all of this to the collection, which is pretty good. I will even post a little picture of my before and after once I get these calculated and figured into what I have. But thanks for watching. This is kind of a long video. Make up for all the time that I haven't made a video. Like that video, subscribe for more content. You can check out my Instagram, it's in the description below. I'll keep you posted if I find anything else. I got a couple deals set up already for this week, and we'll just keep going from there. Thanks, guys.